Hello, friends. Welcome to Choco Millionaire. It's Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I promised you I was going to bring you a live interview today. I have some amazing folks in the house here. We're going to talk about Canada. We're going to talk about Canada immigration. Some of you are at different stages of your immigration dreams, and you're wondering if you could get some extra help or some more resources to kickstart or get your dream going. Today, I will bring you an interview with a number of people here on this platform. One of the people I will be interviewing is somebody who has followed my platform for a while. And I remember the first time he reached out to me and said, Choco, I have a story to share. I said, you know what? Maybe you should come on my platform and share this story here. So let's talk to Moses. Moses, how are you doing today, Moses?
I am well, Choco. Thank you very much for having me. I'm doing good. And how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very fine as well, Moses. Thanks for asking. Now, Moses, share a bit of your story with me. Yeah, how did the whole thing start? Just tell me everything. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, just like most of your fans, I would first of all say thank you and God richly bless you for having me on your page. It's been a dream come true for me and my family. I mean, it all started with just scouting online just to see what's happening and looking for possibly like a place to go for a holiday with family and all of that. And my wife stumbled on your page. Thank you to my wife, Christiane. I hope she's watching. And, we started following you and we got intrigued with everything you were doing and how passionate you were with what you were doing. And then the whole passion and zeal to, relocate and travel to Canada, was birthed. And we started following you step by step all the way on. And until today, I am happy to say I am in Canada. Not just me, I have a wife and my two beautiful daughters here with me. And we are settled here. And we give all the glory to God, but of course, God walks through men and say thank you very much to you, Choco. You are the man. You are the God sent man. So thank you very much for all the videos you've been doing and all the messages you've been sending through. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Moses. If your wife is there, just let her know. I'd like to just chat with her, probably for the first time on the live video. If she would like to join, I'll be happy to have her on here. There is something interesting between you and your wife, too. I understand. What country are you originally from? People can guess from your name, but I want you to say, what country are you originally from?
So I'm originally from Nigeria. It's one of the 36 states, Akwa Ibom states. And interestingly, my wife is a Ghanaian.
So
Yes.
your wife is Ghana Jollof.
Ah, come on, don't make that find out here.
Check with
It's a
her if she would
party
like
that
to
you
come
have
and
a
say
second.
hello.
Yes, my wife is Ghana Jollof and I am
She's Ghana
Nigerian.
Jollof. I
Yeah.
see. I see. I see. That is good. Now, you didn't start off, Moses. You did not start off straightforward as somebody applying for just a student visa to come. Your journey took a different turn. Do you want to just go through that briefly with us?
Okay, so for me, my journey started with coming into Canada as a visitor, and I traveled, using all the information and data that you have put up there. You know, I we applied for a visitor visa for myself and the family. We got approved, and I said, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead with them. Look at the terrain. Try and see what's happening and all of that before they come join. And of course, that was the pathway I used. And then I came in, arrived in Canada, spent about a couple of months, and then I was intrigued about everything. And then I had to switch from my visitor visa to study visa. And interestingly, I was able to switch my visitor visa to a study visa. And I've been studying for the past 8 months now in Canada smoothly, and everything has been going beautifully well. And I also had my family join me later.
So you came with a visitor's visa and you switched from the visitor's visa to a student visa.
Yes.
And you are studying at what level right now? Is
So
it
currently,
college, master's, PhD? What level?
I took this master's route. So I'm studying my master's in management. most focused in emerging technology, because I mean, so that's the drive. That's where Canada is heading to. And of course, with all the information you put there, I had to follow the right educational stream, study what is required by the government to, put me in that very strong point. So that of course, when I have to bring in my family, I couldn't go to college, because going for a college would require that I would have to finish and then work, get my permanent resident for my family can join me. So based on the videos you have put out there, I took the master's stream, I studied my master's in management, focused on emerging technology, which is one of the streams that are very, very required here in Canada and in the streams here. And I'm in my third term. We call it year terms, not semesters or year. I'm in my third term. Currently, I'm on my break, my scheduled break. So which is like a 3-month break, and I'm having a good time with my family.
Wow, Moses, your sound, I'm losing it a little bit. So if you can just get a little bit closer, I'm not sure what's going on with the sound. The sound is coming in and out there, but I'm pretty sure people can hear you. So just mention the course you're studying one more time for me, Moses.
So I'm studying the Master of Management program. I'm focused in emerging technology, and it's the master's program in the university at the University of Niagara Falls.
Okay. And you said it was your wife who discovered my videos?
Yes.
And that is how it started, and you started watching and following, but you initially came with a visitor's visa.
Absolutely, yes. So my wife stumbled upon your video because we were looking, I was particular about where I wanted to go and have that family vacation, because it's been years since we got married. I was just looking for a place where we get away and have that family vacation and have a good time. And we were scouting on different ones, and where who can find the best place. And my wife stumbled upon your video, and she drew my attention, and then we started listening to you. I got hooked up. We got hooked up, and here we are today.
Wow, beautiful. Now, I wasn't involved in, aside from you consuming my videos, I wasn't involved in any way with your applications and stuff like that. I only got to know about it after you got your visa, and then you came back to share testimony with me. You mentioned that at some point after watching my videos, you still needed a bit of extra help to get you over the line. How do you transition from that visitor visa to a student visa? So therefore, you looked online, and then you found, tell me about that part of the journey as well.
Okay, so folks out there, I mean, Choco, even though you did not have any physical impact on, my visa application and all of that, I can tell you of the fact that you had a very strong spiritual impact on the whole process. Because, I mean, look at it, the whole step-by-step video thing that you were doing, I was listening, I was taking it step by step, precept after precept, and it was just interesting because I could follow every information that you gave. I and my wife, we followed every information data that you have put out there, and we were able to, follow those guidelines to be able to apply for our visitor visa, put in the right information. I mean, everything was based on the videos that you have put out there. And eventually, when I got down here to Canada, just like you always advise, which is, do what you can do. But most importantly, if you are not able to do, what you cannot, look for the right people to guide you on how you go about it. And that was how I and my wife started thinking about how do we transition from visitor visa to study visa. And of course, I was already in Canada, so I had to look for, what are the avenues? And there were a lot of, immigration experts, consultants, and all of that online. And my wife stumbled upon Bray Immigration and ImmiBuddy, and that was how we were able to contact them, and they were able to assist me in transferring my visitor visa from visitor visa all the way to study visa.
So your wife has been doing all the work behind
my
the
wife is
I know she's a behind the scene woman. Find out from her if she would like to just come and say hello to us right now. If she's in the background watching and she would like to say hello.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let's see that
Yes.
Ghana jollof behind for her.
Sure. Yes, yes. You see her in a second. Yes.
I'll see her shortly. Now, Ray, thankfully, I have the guys behind Ray Immigration here. And it looks like they've touched a couple of lives as well. I've come across people who said they follow my videos, they watch my videos, they fire them up about the Canada dream. And then at a point, they connected with Ray Immigration. At that time, I didn't even know about Ray Immigration until my followers started coming back to me to say, Choco, your videos did the magic. Thankfully, Ray Immigration helped us to cross the river on that side as well. So I will be talking to the guys from, I think I have somebody from Ray Immigration with us now. Let's bring on. Hello, sir. How are you doing?
Very well. Thank you, Choco.
Good. And I understand you are one of the lead guys at Ray Immigration. You have your other partners there. If your partner is available or like to have her on board, I'm still talking to Moses about it.
Okay.
And I know there are a couple of people you've assisted, people who lack the knowledge in terms of how to navigate the immigration journey. You've been assisted a lot of them.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me how it was working with somebody like Moses and the family. Moses came on a visitor's visa, transitioned from the visitor's visa to a student visa to doing a master's, and then the family joined as well. Just tell me, how was it like working with Moses?
All right. Like Moses mentioned, so we got a message on our Instagram page, and it came from the wife, and she was a bit curious about using our service, and we referred her to book an appointment. And in the process of doing that, she was having some challenges, which we told her, you know what, why don't you reach out to us on WhatsApp? I had a call with her, and she introduced her husband, and I spoke with them. So first and first, I went through a consultation with them just to understand their story and their profile. That way, we can know how best to help them. So he mentioned that initially came in as a visitor, but then seeing what he's seeing in Canada, mostly Niagara Falls, he thinks he probably would like to stay back. So I said, okay, can you run me through your educational background and your professional background? Upon doing that, we're able to figure out that he has been in the engineering field, mostly in the management field, because he was in the management position before coming in here. So we said, you know what? Okay, we have a list of schools, and we're going to start discuss them with you. And from there, you pick one, and we put in the application. So we showed him Niagara Falls and some other schools, and we did apply to those schools. Of course, we got admission for every one of them, but then he went with Niagara Falls as he's already living there. And from there, we had a second meeting with him and the family to understand how we can work with him to get the visa, because one is to get admission, the other is to understand the documentation in place. At the end of it all, we were able to get a study permit approved, and after which I think he stayed for a few months. Then the family came in, they will work with them to get the work permit for the wife and also visitors record for the children in order for them to stay back and study here in Canada. So that's the journey here.
Wow. What a journey. Ghana Jollof is in the building. So this is Moses's wife, who is Madam Etisen. If you can hear me. Can you hear me, Madam? Your voice, Moses, for some reason.
Can you hear me?
Madam Etisen, how are you?
Nyamiadum, now, sir.
Nyamiadum, you are from Ghana?
Yes, I'm from Ghana.
Which part of Ghana?
Bronga Hafosinyane.
I see. So you were not just watching Nigerian movie and then listening to Nigerian movie. You were trying to also connect with Nigeria in a different way. You managed to snatch one of the men from Nigeria. Wow. Wow. So I understand you are the one who found my videos first, got your husband hooked on them, and then later on the immigration conversation on Instagram and stuff like that, Ray Immigration coming in and all of that. Were you at some point, did you get to a point where you were like, what if these things are not true and stuff like that, or you'll be scammed and stuff like that? Did those thoughts cross your mind in any way?
Oh, a lot. I even told Dr. Harrison that I was seeing a whole lot of immigration consultants on IG because I've not been to Canada, so I wasn't sure whether what I'm doing is the right thing. But what drew me to him was the fact that he's family oriented. I always tell him that when I saw him and his family, I said, there is no way somebody who has family out there with kids would just calm a person like that. So let me give it a try, because it's not easy for people to put their family out there. When issues come, for them to drag their family, they wouldn't do that. So my instinct told me to go ahead with him, which I did, and here we are. And he has been very, very helpful from the onset. He's calm, very professional, very professional. So when you are with him, we didn't even call him. When the visa was in the process, we didn't call him, because for some reason we had trust that this is it. So we just went along with it. Yeah.
You said very professional, very professional, very professional. You said it 2 times there. Wow. And today you are here. How many kids do you both have?
Two girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 kids. All right. And your husband is, and you are on what visa right now? You're
Yes,
working?
please.
What kind of visa are you on?
I'm on spousal open work permit.
Okay. So you're working. Are you working actively now, or you are looking on the market?
It's irony of life.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I am working for Ray Immigration and ImmiBuddy as operations manager.
So not only did you use their services to get over the line, Rana, they also offered you a job.
Yeah, because he saw what nobody saw.
Okay.
Yes, and he knew the trust I had in him and how I was telling people, because I always don't want people to go through any stress in life. If I get it easy, everybody should get it easy. I don't see why people should get it, like, have to suffer before they get something that is easy to get. So through that, he realized that, oh, I think you'll be best person for my team. And here we are, best of ImmiBuddy. Yeah. So
wow. They say you are a very quiet man, sir. you know how to spot the right people, right? Wow.
Well, what can I say?
Thank you so much, madam, for sharing this with me. Stay with me. I know you probably want to leave. Just stay with us for a moment. Sure. Let me bring somebody else on board as well. There is somebody here who also wants to share their experience. Madam, how are you? Madam Abina.
I'm good. How about you?
How are you doing?
I'm really good. How about you?
I'm fine. What is your location right now? Which part of the world are you? Where are you at the moment?
I'm in Canada. I'm in New Brunswick, Canada.
New Brunswick, Canada. Now, also, what are you doing there?
I'm studying my master's.
You love school well, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Madam, tell me your story. What's your story?
Okay, so at a point in time, I just felt I needed to relocate. And I was really on social media trying to get the right people to help. And then I spoke with a number of consultants and I wasn't impressed. So I chanced upon Ray Immigration on Instagram, sent them a test. And then they gave me their number to send them a WhatsApp. And then I did. And from that day till now, I can say I have not regretted the message that I sent to them on Instagram, because it's been one professional guidance from another, and it's really helped me a lot, me and my family. And here I am in Canada, and I know that I'm gonna be with them through and through, from PR to citizenship. I'm not leaving right anytime soon.
Hey, madam, your goals are big. I thought
Oh,
you were
yeah.
steady. Right now, it's PR and citizenship. See?
Oh yeah. It's good to have big dreams, eh?
Yeah, it's good to have big dreams. All right. Now, you are you alone in Canada right now, or you're here with your family?
I'm here with my family.
Okay. Now, did you come together with them, or you came in first? How was your journey like?
So I came in first because I wanted to settle and get to know the terrain before bringing them along. And they came in just last month, and they have already started school, and life is moving on smoothly for them as well.
Did you say they came in just last week?
Last month.
Last month.
Yes.
Wow. So you are still in the family reunion and honeymoon?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. And what course are you studying?
Masters.
Masters.
Yeah,
Right?
management. Yeah.
Masters in management. And what university is that?
Randall.
Crandall University in New Brunswick.
Yes, please.
Okay. How will you rate your experience working with Ray Immigration? How will you rate them?
10 out of 10. You know, sometimes you get to experience some people, and you experience a certain level of professionalism, and that is what I got from them. As far as I'm concerned, I love to engage with people who exhibit a certain level of knowledge in their whatever area that they find themselves. And whatever question that you would ask them, you get an answer. They will guide you professionally, and it's been awesome. I've recommended my friends to them so far, and the journey has been great. So Ray is top notch.
Wow, Ray, top notch. That's from Abina.
Yeah.
Abina, I'm so happy to talk to you, and thank you for sharing your experience with that. Abina, quick one. Charlie, finding things on Instagram or social media is not easy. Some people have been scammed. Did you at any point think that you were, did you have that kind of concern at some point?
I did. I actually, before before getting to Rye, I actually engaged another company. But the way the conversation was going, I felt a little bit of insecurity with them. So when I started engaging with Rye, from the beginning to the end, and even before they gave me a number to contact them on WhatsApp, I knew in my heart that, oh, this is a legit company.
And you said your experience has been so far good, huh?
It has been great. I recommended them to a friend, and trust me, his wife has also gotten the study visa, and she's also coming in. And they would also say the same thing about Ray.
Hey, so you have already started sharing Ray with your
Oh,
friends?
yes.
I see.
Oh, yes.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I wish you all the best with your study.
Thank you.
How is life in New Brunswick? Cold no now. Is it cold?
Jai. And then the kakra.
And then I won't
Jai.
Oh, now that you have your family with you, that should help a bit, isn't it?
Yes.
Good. We look forward to seeing you sometime in Ontario when you come visiting. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. I wish you all the best. I've done final words. Anybody watching right now, do you have a message for anybody watching from Ghana, your journey? Is there anything that you'd like to share with people?
Well, all that I want to say as far as immigration guidance is concerned, I would recommend Rye. And then if you really want to move to Canada, you should also be prepared. And then you don't think that everything is rosy. You just have to be prepared. And then some people come to study, and when they come in, they don't study. So that is also another advice that I also give to your listeners, that if you really want to come to Canada with a steady route, don't come in and then run. Study, and everything is going to work out fine for you.
Abena, Medase, thank you so much. Medase. Now, a quick one. A lot of people I want to know your background from Ghana, education, work-wise. Share a bit with us. Highest level of education before leaving to come and study here. Briefly, tell us a bit about that.
Okay, so my background is insurance. I've been in the insurance industry for more than 10 years, and I'm a chartered insurer. And at a point when I wanted to relocate to Canada, I thought that I could just apply for work and then continue my insurance job. But it was upon the advice or the guidance by Rai, then I realized that no, it doesn't work that way. So I've started insurance here as well, even though I'm doing my master's. I've also enrolled in the professional course, and I know that it's going to work out right.
We are hoping that they won't make changes as they've been making, because
Yes.
right now they've added insurance agents to the express entry category, right? So that's good for you. No wonder
Yeah.
you're doing the insurance thing on the side. But
Yes.
hopefully they will
Mhm.
make like a lot more changes to affect other folks as well, right?
I hope so. I
Yeah,
hope so.
yeah.
I
Yo,
hope so.
Abena, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you too. Thank
Very
you
well. God
for
bless you.
having me. Bye.
Yeah, good. Mr. ImmiBuddy, Ray. People are wondering right now, what is ImmiBuddy that we are seeing there? Now, at least they heard a bit about Ray. They've talked to our Ghana Jollof, who you have been able to snatch as well to partner to work with you. We're going to go into the details. I think we have one more story to hear. So let me see if I can get our sister as well to join. Hello, my sister. How are you?
Hi, good
How are you?
afternoon. I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing very fine. So, what is your name?
My name is Joy.
Joy. And where are
Yes,
you connecting from right now? Which part of the world?
from Canada.
Canada. Okay, that's good. Cold Canada, right?
Yeah.
Joy, which province?
Niagara Falls.
Oh, then you are really close to me.
Ah.
Yeah. Say hello to Donald Trump for us, okay? He's across the border. Now, Joy, what is your story?
Oh, my story.
Mm-hmm.
My story is one that I will look back and I will be thankful for meeting someone like re-immigration, because the first time I applied with another consulting company. I got refused. So I did it myself. I got refused as well. So
Mm.
I got two refusals.
Okay, please, Joy, pause right there. So you did the first time using an immigration consultant,
Yes.
and then you were refused.
Yes.
What did you apply for with this first
I
immigration?
the same study for study permit.
Study permit. Was it
Yeah.
master's, college,
Yeah,
PhD,
masters.
master's, and you were free?
Yeah.
What year was this?
That was last year.
Last year. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you were refused. Okay.
Yes.
And then what happened? Second attempt.
So
Tell us.
I decided to take it upon myself to do the application, which I was refused as well.
Oh, even when you
So
did it yourself, you were not spared. They still gave it to you. Woto.
I was so devastated. I was so confused. I wanted to give up. I said,
Hmm.
maybe it's not for me. Maybe God doesn't want me to go.
Jackpot.
He wants me to stay in Nigeria or something like that. You get
Huh?
two times two refusals. So I was so devastated. I didn't know what to do.
Uh,
So I'm on this group, do it yourself.
mm-hmm.
So I asked questions, and someone messaged me, was like, have you tried re-immigration? And I recall that there was a time I saw something like that on the group. I was like, who is he? What does he do? And all that. So I also got in contact with some other people that introduced me to another immigration consulting company. So I reached out to them, and I also reached out to Reimmigration. But what happened was that when I reached out to the other company, they didn't respond on time. But immediately I reached out to him. He responded like within 30 minutes. He was like, how can we help you and all that? I was like, okay. But the other company took like, I think 2 days before they got back to me. But then I was into Ray. Like I got into the conversation with them. And from everything, I booked a conversation. I booked an appointment with him for consultation and all that. So everything really went well. The way, like when I told him my stories and told him everything, the one word he said to me that I will not forget is that he said to me, "Don't worry, this time around you will get it." I felt this confidence. I felt like my hope was renewed and all that. So I was like, I told my husband, two times I was refused, and he's not telling me that I'm going to get it. How? What did I do? Like, I know to the best of my knowledge, I know I did everything right to the best of my knowledge. So I was like, this is what he just said. I'm going to get it. Let's fingers crossed. Let's see what he's going to do differently. So we got into it, started doing my documentation, and I found out that there were actually a lot of things that I actually missed there were a lot of things I actually missed. So during his guidance and everything, I saw that, oh, my documentation was actually poor. So he guided me through that. And I would just say that he's just a professional. He's a seasoned professional that knows what he's doing. You know, when you see someone that knows exactly what he's doing, you're going to know. From his documentation and everything, I told myself, I was even confident I was going to get it because of the level of my discussion with him and things that he like opened my eyes to like see and know about making application and submitting applications, because there are things that I didn't even know, but consulting with him I got to like, okay, I actually missed this. Okay, like you could put this together and today we are here. And aside from
Mm,
that, I got here and it was time for me to like apply for my family as well, because I can't stay here all by myself.
yeah.
So I called him and he was like, okay, when you're ready, we can work on it and all that. I can put you through and all that. So before I left Nigeria, we started doing the application till I got here. I got here January. So I'm still in my first term actually. So when I got here, we concluded the application and the visa was out.
Mm,
It was so
wow.
seamless, like the whole process was so smooth, very,
Mm,
very smooth.
okay. All right. Madam Joy, your story is pretty interesting. So, first time you did last year, you used an immigration consultant. Unfortunately, you didn't get it. You
Yeah,
tried to DIY it yourself. That one
yeah,
didn't. And then
yeah,
you started asking questions, and then a WhatsApp group comes in, and then yes, you connect with Ray, and
yeah.
things started kicking. And then you mentioned something that there were things you did not know you were missing out from your previous application, documentation and stuff. Well,
Yeah.
what was that to say that when you work with your first immigration consultant, you didn't have this kind of like,
No, because I
checklist
saw
review and
that
stuff like that?
there was some application, like there was some documentation that we didn't put in place. So
Hmm,
those things were actually new to me. So that was when I started like, okay, I think we missed that. And looking at it, it made sense to me. Yeah, it made
okay.
sense to me because that was like a vital documentation I was supposed to do to prove a point, which I didn't do at the initial time.
All right, Madam Joy. Thank you so much. Stay right there. Don't go. I'll come back to you again. Folks, if you are
Uh,
watching this, welcome to Choco Millionaire. I'm live here with a bunch of guys who are sharing their Canada jackpot story with us. And they have one thing in common, that they wanted to come to Canada and they needed to connect with the right people. Thankfully, we have the guys from Ray Immigration and ImmiBuddy who made that also possible, who were part of the entire story. So we're trying to connect everything. So if you're watching, you haven't missed out much. Uh, Remember to hit the like button, share this in your WhatsApp groups, your Instagram groups, and stuff like that. Remember what Madam Joy said. So somebody share something in an Instagram. Madam Joy, you better go and look for the person who shared that stuff for real in this WhatsApp group that you were in. Go and thank that person. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Go
Yeah,
and thank that
yeah.
person. I'm hoping that some of you will also share this to reach your friends. Tag your friends and let them come in and learn from this as well. Now, so you are here with your family. Did you include them at in the application one shot to apply to get them in, or you
No.
came first and then they came to join you? How did it work for you?
Okay, I first of all did my application. I got approved. So I later on put in their own application. Although they are not here yet, but they will soon join me.
Amen.
Okay, they'll soon join me, yeah, but they have their visas, so they'll be coming in any moment from next month.
Okay, so right now you are enjoying the Canada code alone. The coldness in Canada, you are
Yeah,
enjoying it alone. They will join you soon.
yeah.
Good. And what are you studying?
Masters of Management.
Masters of Management. All right. So
Yeah,
you know the gentleman Moses. You know you've probably met him, right?
yeah, I have.
Does he always smile like the way he's smiling right now?
Yeah, sure. He's a happy soul.
Nice, nice, nice. And you are in which you confirm the name of the university one more time.
University of Niagara Falls,
Niagara Falls.
Canada. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Madam, thank you so much. Final words to
Thank you.
anybody watching who is probably also looking at this jackpot conversation. You know, right now times are very difficult now for immigration. Do you have any message or any
True.
word there for
Yeah.
anybody who's watching?
Okay. My advice to people is that Ray Immigration is the best bet for you, because I haven't really stopped recommending people. Like the way I talk about him, you feel like, oh, I have a share in this company or anything.
Mm,
Honestly, because my friends that are trying to like get their families and all that, the way I talk so highly of him, because one thing with me is that when I, even if it's food or anything, when I have something that is good, I would like others to like partake or share or like have a taste of it, to like test the goodness of what I have been enjoying. You get, so I haven't really been, I have really been like telling people about immigration, because not just for my words, he is really good. He's everything he said he is. He's really good at what he does. He's a professional. So to everybody looking for assistance in any kind of way pertaining immigration, study, whatever, I think Ray Immigration is the best bet for you.
Ray Immigration. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Madam Joy, thank you.
Thank you.
You can take your leave now to enjoy your Niger jollof, okay?
No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you for
God
having
bless
me.
you. God bless you so much, okay?
You too.
All right. Now, what is ImmiBuddy? What is Ray Immigration? I want you to just clarify. Let's bring the main person here. We see your name showing ImmiBuddy. We want to know your name. How should we call you? Should I call you Mr. Africa, Mr. Canada, Mr. What name should I call you, sir?
All right, so my name is Dr. Harrison Tigri. I
Dr.
just got the
Harris. I want to take my time and get that name so that people can get Dr.
Harrison Tigri.
Good. And who are you? Who is Dr. Harrison Tigri?
Okay, I'm a very simple person actually. So first off, I would say that I got my PhD in environmental sciences. I worked in the university for 5 years thereabout, and I moved to Canada as a permanent resident. So before then, I've always engaged with students as an educational consultant or counselor. So coming to Canada, I observed that a lot of things are happening. So this boils down to my journey, right? So 2012, after my first degree in Nigeria, I intend to come study abroad. So I was in Delta State, where not a remote part, but of course, there was not so much information about studying abroad. So I had to travel all the way to Lagos to attend Edu Fair at that time. And in the process of doing that, I think the schools that were there from the United Kingdom and Australia, and I met with some guys, and they introduced me to a school in North Cyprus at that time. I applied and I got admitted, not knowing where I was going to. But then that's a different story. What I would say is that not knowing or having the ability to access information where I was located caused me to move to that region at that time. But I think you got the glory because it turned out to be a very great success. Um, upon finishing that, I moved to Canada. So coming here, I thought it wise that in order to assist people to get this information and do these things, I need to go through the legal process to become immigration consultant. Hence, I went through the Queen's University Law School. After having my law, immigration and citizenship law degree, I went through the exams and I started practicing in 2023. And since then to date, I took it as a full-time job. It will interest you that I stopped working as a data analyst, as a senior data analyst, to do this full-time. And we didn't stop there. Based on our experience for quite some time, and as you can hear Joy mention, we spotted a lot of issues. One, fraud. I'll talk about that precisely because I'm currently working on a case with a client from Sierra Leone. Now, this client was due about $15,000. Why? Because they were looking for how to study in Canada, and they went to the next door neighbor, I mean, the next office close by that showed study in Canada or whatever, right? So, and the so-called ghost agent did admission with University of Alberta and took about $7,000 for them to pay tuition, adding to the fees that were charged. It will interest you to know that the tuition was not paid. Application was submitted without a letter of acceptance or a provisional attestation letter. The visa office did a good job by requesting for a letter of acceptance, a provisional attestation letter. The guy did not know how to do a web form and just ignored. The visa was rejected. He came to me and I reached out to the school because he claimed he paid. The school wrote a message and said that no tuition was paid. And I asked myself, this is just one person. I have several stories I've heard about people being defrauded. Why not build a platform that they can go to there to read about this? And this is just education. Let's not talk about the policies that are going on in Canada right now, how people are confused. That was what happened to me in 2012. I didn't know how best to get the information. I went to Lagos, and at that point, I spoke to some, agents around, and I got myself in Cyprus. And that was the best information I could get at that time. And think about it. When you have a platform that is as good as Expedia, so think of Expedia as a case study here. You want to travel abroad or you want to travel for vacation, you go to one platform, you book your flight, you book your accommodation, you book your transfer to and fro airport, and you can also book attraction in that location. That means you can do all in one platform. Now, we're building ImmiBuddy, or ImmiBuddy was designed based on that story. From what we've experienced, myself as an international student and now a Canadian citizen, to build a platform that when you're looking for admission, you can do it yourself. I'm a consultant, but I'm on the move to cut out the middleman. That is it. Because a lot of people, you see countless of applications going in, but about 80% or 70% is recorded that they did it themselves. But truly, they use somebody that is not recognized as an immigration lawyer or immigration consultant. And I've also have experience whereby these people have been flagged for misrepresentation, right? So if you can take out the middleman, that's the unauthorized agent. If you can afford it, come to a consultant or do go to a lawyer. And of course, being in a March, the month of a scam awareness, you can always check if the lawyer is registered in the province or check online to see if the consultant is registered. But that being said, we came up with this site, this software. You get your admission free of charge. The only fee you pay is the application fee to the school. If it is a free from the school, it is free on our platform. And based on my experience and data I've collected so far from my, of course, as a data expert, we were able to train a high level AI software that could guide you from start to finish for your immigration. Now, it's not a consultant, it's not an immigration lawyer, but it can guide you. Now, I'll tell you, for Joy, for instance, what did we observe that was wrong? Source of income. Everything was okay, but they rejected her twice because they are unable to try to just interpret or tell their source of income. So upon looking at it, I told her that everything looks very okay, but something is missing. And before the GCMS note came out, I told her source of income was the problem, and she saw it. And I said, this is how we're going to fix it. When we fixed it in 23 days, application was approved. And she was surprised. But then think of a software that when you put in your application, upon looking at your bank statement, it could flag it, because financial readiness is one of the major reasons of rejection. It will flag it that you don't have enough funds. Yes, you have enough funds, but there are lump sum in your accounts. There's no clear explanation to that.
Doc, if you can just hold on there. You are hitting some notes, refusal, the reasons, you're going into details. No wonder Joy was so excited when she was referring you and talking about, how you help this. She said something was missing. She had the money all right, but the source of income explanation was not there.
Was not there. Yes.
And friends, some of you watching right now, this is where you are stuck. You have a bank statement, but you can't connect the dots. You know what I mean? You can't connect, and you don't know why they're refusing. If you're watching this video and you are learning, make sure you're commenting. Drop your comments down there. Hit the like button. Share it in your WhatsApp groups as well. Let people come in and learn. All right? Carry on, sir. Sorry for the interruption. Carry on.
So that said, what we look at when I engage anyone in terms of consultation, I always don't take you. When you just call that, oh, sir, I want to study in Canada. I say, go book a consultation because I need to understand who I'm talking to. Upon interviewing you, I check to understand your educational goals first. So I'm not in the word jackpot is a very interesting word that is flying in Nigeria, but our sole purpose as a consultant, or my sole purpose, is not to make you jackpot, but to travel for a purpose. If you're studying, that's the purpose. But if at the point you can become a permanent resident, that's fine. So we look at that first. Are you just trying to travel because you want to leave Nigeria or Africa, or you actually have intention to go to school? Because when Eunice mentioned that you have to go to school, that's a very big word. Probably you've seen a lot of stats of people not going to school, people seeking asylum and all that. So a lot is happening in Canada right now. So if your intention is not to go to school, trust me, we won't take it. That's just the first. Then we move from there. Now, we need to understand your career progression. What are you planning? What are you doing? If your career is good, we look at, okay, then let's look at your sponsor. Who is responsible for this expense? Because it has to be reasonable to us. And we look at it, okay, what's your sponsor source of income? If it's yourself, we start looking at your source of income. How can you afford this amount of money? Can you please explain? Did you liquidate an asset? How long is it? So by the time I'm done with you, I will be able to understand exactly how to help you. At that time, I will know if you're going to be a client or not. Because one thing we don't want to do, we want to take people that at the end, we're in the situation whereby is either you make us do something we don't want to do, or we end the client's the service agreement at that time, at a very wrong note. So after doing that, but I've observed a lot of applicants. Their financial that they have more, actually 90% of them is finances, right? They have the money, they don't know how to explain how, or the money is in their account in a way that they can't even explain, right? So our goal is to now make sure that it is properly explained. Now I'll give you a case study of a case we recently won a judicial review, right? So that case, we did everything right. The source of income was well done, and upon submission, it was rejected. But I told my client that no, they didn't look at this deeply. So we went for judicial review. Upon reviewing that application, it was approved without asking for additional document within 2 months. And that is because we were able to ensure that the source of income is properly explained. So I would say that the income or the finance is a big deal, and the source is very crucial to it. Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Harrison Chigri, from Nigeria to Cyprus, and then here you are today. Now you've also worked for a couple of years, data analytics and all of that. Today you created this platform that is helping people. Thank you so much. Now I want you to help us understand ImmiBuddy a bit. Is there a way we can even see what it looks like? You said this intelligent platform that helps as many people as what to do their own application and stuff. Can you walk us through? Is it possible we can see this? Are you able to share a screen? Is it a website? Is it an app? What is it? What is ImmiBuddy? Tell us a little bit more about it. What should people expect? How can they even plug themselves in? And then at what point will somebody rely just on ImmiBuddy to get their stuff done? At what point does Ray Immigration Consulting also come into the picture? If you can also connect those dots for me, I will appreciate that. Okay.
So before I share, I walk people through the demo of what we have. I will distinguish between Ray and ImmiBuddy. So Ray is a consulting firm, right? So we still accept clients that need our services if you can't do it yourself, regardless of what is out there, the software or some other softwares. However, if you cannot afford a consultant and you cannot afford immigration lawyer, please don't go to those ghost agents. Come to ImmiBuddy. The reason why we are designing ImmiBuddy is so that you can do this all by yourself. Right? So ImmiBuddy is a software that can help you do this without the intervention of Ray Immigration. Why Ray Immigration is the consulting aspect of our services, whereby if you can't do it there, you come to us and we can take you as a client to help you do it. So that's the differences. Yeah. So if I don't know if you can help me share my screen so I can walk people through what we have there.
Yes. Let me find it here. So your screen is ready. Let me just add it. Okay. Okay, I think we're good to go.
All right. So basically, the journey started 2023. Myself and my wife were just thinking, how can we automate the process, right? We're in the era of tech. And my wife, she's a tech person. She's a cybersecurity specialist. Also a very highly tech person as well. So I thought it wise that why don't we automate this process to help people out there? So we took us some time. We came up with a name. We put up a team of developers and of course business developers as well. So first thing first, this is ImmiBuddy. So ImmiBuddy, as you can see, making global education accessible to all. It's not just Canada. So time will come, you're going to see United Kingdom there, you're going to see United States there, you're going to see New Zealand, Ireland, and Australia all there. So, and also Europe. Now, as we speak, ImmiBuddy currently have 3 options: the student, the partner, the school. So what's the student?
The partner, and the school. Can you hold on there? For anybody who is watching right now, some of you are probably trying to find this right now. Are you on your way to the App Store or Google or wherever? Now, if somebody wants to follow along and also be checking it out, where can they find ImmiBuddy? Do they have to go to a website? Do they have to download an app? Can you just talk about that aspect so people can?
So it's a web app, right? So you can get it as www.immibuddy.com.
So www.immibuddy.com. You go there and then they will arrive here right now.
Exactly.
Okay, carry go.
In his life. So now, today we'll be talking more about the student side because that's the reason why we're here. So on the student side, look at the services we're offering, right? So the core components, as you can see here, admissions, right? So this is where you can, of course, seek for admission through our platform and you get the admission. Immigration, of course, if you need assistance through our AI technology to help you do that. Flight, if you want to book flight and you don't know how to go about it, you can use that. Accommodation as well, it's also there. And you're already here. You're about graduating, you need some kind of job preparation guidance and see resume review. You can use it as well. And most importantly, the community we're building. So the community we're building here is to have as much people that if you have a problem, like what Joy mentioned, she was in a community or she's in a community and then they refer that to us. So this community here can guide you. Maybe you're lost, you got admission, you got a visa, you're coming to Canada and you need someone that is there to pick you up from the airport or to just help you. You can reach out to anyone from the community and if they are willing to do that, of course, without any fee or charge, they can help you out. So that is why we include that there, most especially. Now, how does it work? First, you create an account, you find the school, you apply with confidence, you prepare for your visa, and you settle in Canada. A full simple way. So if you have an account, you find your school, you apply with confidence, prepare for your visa, and you settle in Canada. So that said, I'm going to click on the admission. So what we've done so far is that we release the first component to see our users' feedback, and that way we'll understand how best we can create value for them. Now, on the admissions, we have 18 schools on the platform in total. We have about 500 programs. Here we have about 482, but we're still adding more. So what we did interestingly here is that we ensure that all programs. Now, if you're studying in Canada, you're planning to study in Canada, you're already aware that there are some programs you do in colleges you cannot stay back to work in Canada, right? And the government of Canada is pushing to attract people to fill in jobs that are low in demand. So that need people, right? Not low in demand, high in demand jobs that have less skilled workers to take them. So now what we did was to follow through with the same plan with the government. First, agriculture and agri-food programs, education, healthcare, the STEM and trade, and lastly, transportation. Now, with this, all programs you're going to see on the platform from any college whatsoever that's on the platform, you can stay back and work. So we do just allow any program here. We ensure that the program has what we call the postgraduate work permit.
Okay.
So you can stay back and you can work. So on that note, if you explore this, you come here, you can see we have different schools here, and you see here, this clearly stated application fee free. So that means to apply to this program, you don't need to pay. Now, on the other hand, yeah. Elishok, are you still with us? Sure, guys. I think Shoko, let me reach to him.
Sorry about the connection there. It looks like the internet snapped. We are back right now. We are back. We are back. Thank you so much. Everybody can hear me, right?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. So you were displaying one of the schools there, University Canada West, and you highlighted an area on there that says admission. If you can just read, what is it? Is that application is for free?
Application fee free. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So application is free.
Yes. So what it means is that if you are familiar, for those that are not, some schools in Canada, in order to apply, you need to pay for the application fee. While
Mm,
other school, you don't have to pay. So
mm,
the condition of the school is what we maintain. If you have to pay, you pay for it. If you don't have to pay, it is free. However, we'll be releasing some schools that are going to be giving a special discount code, and you say that, you know what, you don't have to pay for a certain period. And we have some schools like that currently that is running on the promo.
mm.
Uh, yeah, they've given us a special window for, like Thompson Rivers University, for instance. If you're applying from now to March 15th, the application fee is free. But if you're not
Okay.
applying in that window, you pay. So for this one, it's completely free. For University of Niagara Falls, Canada, also free. However, you can see, let me take you to a different page. You can see here, Fanshawe College, there's 100 Canadian dollars here. So that is
Yes.
what
Okay.
is required. So
So
that is
this
what,
is required. You have to pay the $100. It doesn't come to what? It doesn't come to anybody. It goes to the
no,
school
it goes
as the
to the,
application fee to apply to the program, right?
that is correct. It goes
Okay.
to the school. So that is what is
Mm,
required of you to pay. And if you go to this school institution website, you definitely see the same amount. So now let's take a walk at the admission side. So we're
okay.
already here. And let's assume that you want to apply, you want to get started with ImmiBuddy as a student. Now you're already on the website at www.immibuddy.com. All you need to do is to click on register. Now, upon clicking on register, you have the student registration and the partners registration. So if I click on student registration and I click on get started, you have a simple form you need to fill. So let's assume Harry, and I use my middle name as my last name. And let me think of an email just to use. So one moment, please. Should have an email I have not tested before. Just a moment. Let me get one email to use.
As we're getting you ready, let me see. I think we have somebody else here. Alan. Let me see if we can add Alan here. Alan,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Alan, you just join us. I'm going to be coming back. Doc, I'll probably want to leave just so you can type your email there. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring you back on there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alan, how are
Yes,
you?
sir. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Alan, I'm from Ghana. What about you? Where are you from?
I'm from Sierra Leone,
Sierra Leone. Which part of Sierra Leone?
Freetown.
Wow, Freetown.
Yeah, yeah.
Alan, so what is your story? We're talking about ImmiBuddy right now and re-immigration consulting. What's your story briefly? Where are you? Where are you right now? Which part of Canada?
I'm in BC.
British Columbia.
Yeah,
Which part of BC are you at right now?
I'm in Burnaby.
Benabi. Wow, I like that.
Yeah,
Alan,
yeah.
tell us, what's your story? I know you have something you want to share with us. What's your story? How
Well,
did your whole thing start for you? Coming to Canada and stuff like that.
for me, like, I was living in South Korea. So yeah, and a friend of mine was in Sierra Leone. So he told me about this about Dr. Harrison, this immigration consultant, and he told me about the process and the procedures and everything because I was intending to come to Canada to study, but I was having two options, either to go to the States to study or to Canada. But Canada has been my interest all the time. So when he told me about immigration, and I'm like, he gave me a brief about the procedures and everything, about the clarity, and I'm like, okay, if this is exactly what, because I've been wanting to come to Canada, and you've already shown me and talked to me everything about immigration, and it's a friend that I confide in, I trust so much. So I reach out to Harrison, and we have a brief talk, and I able to he convinced me anyways about his procedures. He's so transparent. So I had to talk to my dad because I was in South Korea, and yeah, I had to talk to my dad, and we set up a meeting. We talked, and he told me the procedures, and yeah, I was able to meet his criterias and documentations and everything.
So coming to Canada is all about documentation, huh?
Well, you just
You need
have
the
to provide
documentation. Mhm.
you just have to provide, like, yeah, a clear document, because sometimes if your informations are not true, it's gonna be difficult for the immigration consultant. And for me, I think it's all about transparency, because when we started, I make it known to Harrison. He also make everything known to me, because yeah, the documentation, he make everything known to me. What are the things that I needed to start the procedures, to start his applications. And then yeah, we
No.
even
How long did it take for your visa to be approved? Do you
well,
remember from the time that it was submitted?
I
Did it
did,
take
like,
months?
it's so fast, because thanks to Dr. Harrison, it was, because I was hoping that it could be like probably 4 or 5, because other people, because before I even start the process with Harrison, I had a lot of other of my friends who, like, their documentation, it take them like a year, some like 7 months, some like 8 months, and then mine was like 3 months, I think. Yes, two to
Mm,
three exact. Yeah,
you got it.
I got my visa, because this post, like, he started my application in December, and then
Okay.
in I think in on February I got my visa, and then I
Okay.
traveled to Canada in March. Yeah.
All right. Now, a quick one. You were in South Korea, correct? Before you came, South Korea.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
speak
Yeah.
South Korea, do you speak a little bit of the South Korean language already?
Well,
Annyeonghaseyo.
yeah, just I it's
Mhm.
just basic, but it's just basic. It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good. All right. Okay. So, what level of study are you offering right now? You are the master,
I'm doing
PhD,
BBA, like bachelor's in business administration. Yeah.
bachelor's in business administration. So, what year did you come to Canada?
I came to Canada in 2024,
2024, last year.
last year in March.
Okay. How do you like the weather in BC so far?
Well, for me, BC is BC have the best weather in Canada.
Yeah, you're right. That's true. I agree with you there. Except for the
Because I
wildfire this summer,
few
right?
few weeks
Wildfire.
back, I went to Edmonton, and it was minus 30 degrees, and I was like, oh, I can't survive in this place. Edmonton is so cold
Yes, I agree
compared
with you
to
on that.
BC. Yeah.
Yeah, Alan, I want you to talk to anybody watching. You said it was your friend who shared
The
information with
information.
you
Yeah.
regarding Dr. Harrison and then what they do and stuff like that. And then you gave it a shot. Your dad got involved. You booked an appointment and you started. Do you have any message for anybody watching, maybe from Sierra Leone? You were from Sierra Leone, right? But you were in South Korea before moving here. Do you have any message for anybody watching who doesn't probably know how to start this process? Any message? Yeah, you are muted. If you can just check your, yeah. If you can just unmute yourself. Let me see if I can do that here. You're good to go. You are still muted, so check and see if you can unmute yourself. Good, you're good. You're good now.
Okay.
You're audible. Yeah, thank you.
Oh yeah. So in order for anyone in Sierra Leone to do the same, to walk the same path that I walked,
Mm-hmm.
it's just they need to just go to Instagram and search for re-immigration consultants. Because for me, I can say I even recommend like someone to Dr. Harrison, which he also did the same part. You just need to go to re-immigration consultant in Instagram, and then book an appointment. And yeah, that's all. Because for Harrison, I can say he's very transparent, he's open-minded. He tells you exactly what you need to do. If you think you can meet his criteria, then it's fine. But if you think you can't, then he always makes a way, to make things more flexible for you. So
Mm.
yeah. I just but you just need to book appointment because he's a busy man. He's so busy.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Alan. If I
Yeah.
come to BC,
Yeah.
hopefully I find you so that you can take me around, okay?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Alan, let me leave you so you can get back to whatever you're doing. Thank you so much, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Mr. Harrison, let's get back to you so you can be able to share your screen with us now, okay? So
Oh.
we are on the screen where you were actually entering the email address and password and stuff like that.
So I'm here. So I'm trying to create an account as a student, right? So I'm just email address because why we need a actual email address is because you need to activate it so we know it's a human that is creating this account. So we have a password rules here. So you need to meet this password in order to have a very secure account. You know, the way the cyber world is right now, you have to be very careful. So I'm just going to. So when you are creating your password, any rule you definitely met is going to be it'll stop displaying. So so here, as you can see, the rules are out because everything is checked out. So I'll create the account, and before you create the account, it is very important you read the terms and condition. Why we made it this way is that you know, people don't read as much, but with this you have to read it before you go ahead. So you just accept terms, and upon doing that, you see here registration successfully submitted. Right now, kindly check your email to activate your account. Now, if you go to your email, there's a message waiting for you there, and that message is simply for you to activate your account. And I've clicked on it from a different browser. It says
Okay.
verification successful. So I'll go back now and try to sign in. Now, for students, we created a process we call the onboarding process. Why we did that is because we're building a recommendation system using our core technology. Why we're doing that, because so that when you answer a few questions upon clicking on check eligibility, which is something that's going to come up in the first week of Q2, you're able to see programs that are in line with your just a moment, just to be sure. So I'll leave this just a moment, please. One moment, please. Let me confirm the account I just created. All right. Okay, let me use this. I created this one before. Password can be just a moment, please.
All right, guys. So you are watching a live demonstration on the ImmiBuddy website. It's a web-based application that allows you to sign up or create an account and explore your study abroad options here in Canada. Of course, there are so many other things you can do. There's an option where you can get some travel assistance if you want to book your ticket, accommodation assistance, and a bunch of other things there. So let's get back. Let me know if you're ready, and then
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. So
right?
you can go back. Yeah. So I've signed in, and now what you see first is welcome to ImmiBuddy. So your name is displayed there, and here you get started. Once you click on get started, what happens is that we ask you a series of questions to get to know you. This way, our recommendation system will work. Our core AI technology can pick all you've said and recommend programs that are in line with your career goals. So let's say here your highest level of education is bachelor's, and you studied as seen there law, and you attended, let's say University of Lagos, and you go to next. So in this place, you say, what are you interested to study? So if you have a bachelor's degree, most likely either you're doing a bachelor's degree again, or probably a college diploma, depending on your career goals, or maybe a master's program. So in this case, let's say we're going with master's program, and we're going with, let's say, management. And the province for this case study, let's say we pick Ontario, and we go next, and your language is English or French, whichever one. And in this case, English exam is not required for most Canadian school, but if you have one, you can say yes, and you'll be required to provide your band score and you proceed. But at this point, we say no, so we'll go next. So what are your career aspirations? Let's say I just want to practice, or maybe a career in legal, or let's say in management in that case. So I move along. And do you have a budget? If yes, you provide, but in this case, I'm going to do no. And financial aid, I'll do no for now. And here, do you have any work experience related to your field of study? If I say yes, you can provide maybe um, managing partner, let's see, law firm. So it continues. You ask another question, accommodation, yes or no. Then you come here. Who referred you, right? So probably you're from maybe, let's say, LinkedIn, and we go and it's finished. So you go to your dashboard. So what happens here? Automatically, your profile has been created, right? So not to make you write most of the things you did initially during the onboarding process. You see your name is already here, your email address is here, and you just ignore the middle name. If you want to do that, you can impute it. But in this case, your date of birth, you can put it in, and your country of citizenship, you can search.
Guys, he's literally showing you how to actually create the account, fill out the information, and go all the way to the end, right? Thank you. You can carry on.
All right. So you can put in your number. So this a number. Okay, in this case, I'm married. So gender male, passport. I'll put a dummy one for now. So passport expiring date. It should be more than, of course. Okay, so just a moment. 2030 and 12 and 1. So address could be anything. Street. For now, I just put 7th Street. Country, Nigeria. You can search for any country you're from. City, Lagos, and province or state, Lagos. And you continue. So when you click on continue, for Canadian school, it's always advisable to provide emergency contact, and therefore we're following through with that same process. In this case, I'll use John, use to, and just use any email of choice. And the phone number of the person. Yeah, so one gives you a strong one. So relationship, you need to pick, let's say spouse, and you continue. So there's an error here, so I need to fix the error that just occurred. Let's see. Okay, that's correct. Okay, just a moment, please. Let me check this out. What's going on, John? To this. Okay. Okay, Shocker, just a moment. Let me check this quickly. All right, so there's an error here. So let me not waste much of our time, but let me take you through a process. We're going to look at this quickly right now. And so let's assume I'm out of this. So
let me know.
Yeah, just a moment. Yeah, just bring the screen back.
Okay.
Let me sign up here. Yep. Okay.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good. So so here, so now this is an account. So the error could be resulting from because we've used this information before. So, but we're going to look at that. So, but first, this is your profile as a student. So this must be completed first, right? And as you, if you've done this, it goes to the next, which is your emergency contact, and you impute the person that the school can contact if they're unable to reach you. Then you come to education history. So in this place, you impute your highest level of education. It's very important you do that. You state the time of graduation, when you started and when you completed the studies. And if you have a test score, depending on the one you have, if I click here, I can select any one of them. As GMAT, anyone at all, you can impute the score. So, and additional qualifications, if you have any work experience, internship or volunteering, anything you've done before, impute that. Background, if you already have a study permit, you can indicate it here, and you just say yes, and you give us information about it. But in this case, we'll say no. And this profile is already completed. So now we have program. So the next thing you should do is if you go to OMS, you see check eligibility. So in Q2, well, the AI system is going to be infused there. But however, if you click on check eligibility, it's going to take you to the place where you can submit your application. So in this place, we have programs and schools, right? And now we have list of schools and programs. So one thing I want you to pay attention to here, for every program card you see here, we have the name of the school here. You can click on the school, you can read about the school, you can go through all their programs. If there's any scholarship, you see it all underneath in the photos. In this case, there is no scholarship, but let me show you another program. So University of Niagara Falls has series of scholarships. And if I click on it, you see they're all listed here. We're still adding more to it. And Fanshawe College also released the scholarship, which we've imputed as well. Let me show you that. Let me see Fanshawe College. Okay, let's leave this not to search. Reset. So let's assume we're using this. So this is Fanshawe College. And if you look at this, you see the scholarship here. So they just released the scholarship, which is running for a short period of time. And it's $2,000 upon applying for your admission. So it's automatic. So this is what you get from ImmiBuddy. So now if you look at this place, you see something here. Postgraduate work permit eligible, yes. If it's not, it will show you no. So, and we have a filter here. You can search by program. If I reset it, you can search by postgraduate work permit. If I say yes, all will come. Then if I say no, you will see one here that is a no. Now, why we included this is a university and the program the university is doing. So this is just a typical database error. The artificial intelligence is a yes, but this Associate of Arts from University of Canada West is a no because it's not within the CIPS, which if you follow through the Canada policy, you see that it's not within the 6 category programs that you should do. But this is a database error, so this is a yes. So we'll be fixed. So and if I clear all this, you can see here that, and now the profile is already imputed. All I need to do is to click on apply now. If I click on apply now, application has been created. So this is your application phase. First, you've selected the program. 2, if there's an application fee, this phase will not be omitted. But if there's no application fee, automatically it goes to document upload. So if I go through, I'm going to show you when there's application fee as well. If I go to document upload and I do this, so what happened next is that it uploads and you see a message that said your application is currently under review. Our admission team is carefully evaluating the document you submitted. So what do we do after you've done this? We look through your document based on our standard operating procedure to review to see in line with the eligibility condition of the university. So we standardize your CGPA in a way that it must meet the minimum requirements. So if you're out of 5.0, we have a calculation process to ensure that it's in line. So you don't need to submit an application and at the end is rejected. So we see and look at it. This person stand a chance. Within 24, 48 hours, we're done with this. If yes, this is where you stop. What happens next is that the team behind the admission officers, supervised by me, reviews the application and submit your application. So what happened? Immediately application is submitted, you will be notified that application has been submitted and you have a new message. And immediately that is done, after let's say a series of days or months, depending on the school turnaround time, but most of the schools we're working with are pretty fast, and your admission has been approved, so you have offer of admission, it will go to decision, right? So decision now tells you you've been admitted, and of course you receive automated message at that time. You can decide to accept or reject your admission, right? And if you accept your admission, the next that you see will be upload tuition, right? If you upload tuition fee payment proof based on what is stated on the letter of offer of admission, we go to the school, we let them know you've paid your tuition, they provide us the letter of acceptance and the provisional attestation letter, which automatically you see on your platform. So now you're aware that every institution, both masters, PhD, and of course, the colleges need provisional attestation letter, unlike the way it was before, just colleges. So now provisional attestation letter is needed, and there's a duration for that, for each attestation letter. So once you have your attestation letter, you're done with the admission phase. The next is the immigration phase, and that is what we're releasing in Q2. Now, at this point, if you choose to use immigration consultant, you can go ahead. If you choose to use immigration lawyer, you can go ahead. But please, we don't want you to fall prey to those scams out there, right? So if by Q2, definitely our immigration will be open and we're going to come live to show you the whole process as we're testing it right now to make sure that it's solving the problem. So at that time, you move immediately to the immigration side and you use the platform. It will guide you. Guess what? The information you already have on this portal based on the admission side automatically be transferred in order for you to check eligibility. So the first phase of that is you need to check your eligibility first to see if this visa you're applying for, you are ready for it. And as most people have mentioned that have worked with me, that is like you having a consultation with a consultant. And the AI technology will ask series of questions to understand if your documents are okay and you're ready. Because one thing I understand in immigration law is that anything you say, there must be substantiating document to show that, right, as an evidence. And it
Yeah.
must be legit and truthful because you don't want to be faced with 5 years ban, right? And one
Gotcha.
core technology we're working on to impute in this system is that if you upload a fake or adulterated document, we're trying as much as possible to spot it as a fraud document, a fraudulent document. So that way we'll guide you before you make a mistake, right? So that is the part that is coming in Q2. But for now, what we have that is live starting from today, as we're done, we're releasing it live because we need to clear the users who created just to test, is the admission. So right now we have, as mentioned, um, about 18 schools. So there's one thing I need to note, please. If you click on a school that has application fee, now if you click on it, what happens? I want you to pay attention to this. I told you that we don't charge a single fee for this, but you might be surprised that you see a 3% charge here. It's on your credit because you're using a credit card, right? So if you through the credit card, this happens. But we are working on a technology whereby you have like an e-wallet whereby if you can just transfer it directly, you don't need to pay that charge. But well, this is just the processing fee for your card. It's not our fees, right? So the payment gateway is going to charge you for using the card to make this payment, about 3%. So for $100, $3. If you go to Nest, you can impute your information and you can pay.
Wow. I
That
see.
is the only time you pay any single fee, but that goes to the card processing, the API we're using from, of course, the organization. It has nothing to do with us.
Wow, I see. So talking about e-wallets, probably I should probably talk to the guys at Afrius to see if they can come on board, since people can download Afrius in Africa and then use it in Africa. If it will be possible for people to have their Afrius wallets linked to the ImmiBuddy platform so that it can make it easy for them to use their e-wallets to maybe make payments instead of paying the credit card fees and stuff like that, right? But I'm happy that you highlighted it so that people who might see that will understand that those are for the credit card charges. Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you. So are we going to be seeing more and more school added, more programs added, more scholarships added and all of that?
Yes, actually. So currently we've added about 18 schools. We're hoping to add. So if I will mention, we have University of Canada West, we have University of Niagara Falls, we have Thompson Rivers University, we have Fanshawe College, we have Loyalist College, we have Sheridan College just came on board. University of Canada of Calgary is on the way. Niagara College Canada is on the way. And we have quite some schools. By May this year, we'll probably be at 25, right? So our goal is to cover as much schools as possible. And then if we're done with that, we can now move and explore the schools in the United Kingdom as well to help people out. Yes.
All right. I want you to take me through the process from, I have created an account with ImmiBuddy. Maybe I got some programs where I had to pay an application fee of $100 to apply, or maybe no application fee at all. Maybe there was some scholarship there. I've checked the programs that I submitted, all my documents and stuff like that. Then what next? How long? Typically, what is the processing time for students to get an admission offer and stuff like that? How would it come to their portal on the ImmiBuddy account? Where would they see even the admission offers coming through? Will it show on the portal? or they'll get an email telling them that, hey, they got it? How will it? Just carry me through that process too.
Okay, so if you can share your screen now, I want to show you something. Share
All
the
right.
image screen, right? So
Okay.
now, if you on this, this is still your portal. If you click on applications, you see here, right? So this is the one we just did. We submitted the document, so it has gone in for review. So the one that has payment that we didn't pay, it's showing pending, right? So that means you have something to do. So let's assume that documents are in for review. So our goal here is to ensure that within 24, 48 hours, the status here has changed to application submitted.
Okay.
Right? So,
Okay.
and immediately your admission decision has been made, you're going to see a change in it, and you have a notification immediately that decision has been made. And if it is
Okay.
approved, it will show approved. If it is rejected, it will show. So I don't want to go through all that, because for me to do that, I need to go and review it on our own back end now.
I see.
Then approve, then you start seeing all this thing changing here.
I got you. So the student doesn't have to interface with the schools directly. They're doing everything through ImmiBuddy.
Exactly. That is because we know the pain point of the student. And from my experience with a lot of students, I will tell you that their goal is just to get an admission. So they just any program. So I've experienced a lot lately whereby a lot of students were giving graduate foundation, whereby they are not supposed to be giving that. They just submitted an application based on little document they could provide, and they have more. And they got graduate foundation, which is additional fee of about 5,000 some schools, 2,500 some schools. And upon coming in as a call to meet us to do immigration, and I went through the application, I said, why graduate foundation? And they explained that, they just apply with their this and that, and they got it. So therefore, they are okay. And most of them, I fought for them already. I said, no, based on what I've seen, you are not supposed to have a graduate foundation. You're supposed to have the direct master's program, right? I helped them to write to school and say, based on this person's profile, this should be reviewed differently. So to avoid all that, our team will review your document, and if we feel that, we can ask you for more document. So that way we create a case. So if you come here, no case created here. But if we create a case, automatically you see application case. So what it means is that we are asking you to provide more document, maybe a statement of intent, all right, or maybe your resume, or maybe if you provide your resume and you said you own a company and you've worked to so and so, maybe a letter of reference. Right? So even if your grades are not great enough, but we can explain that you've over the course of 10 years, you have industrial experience, which is relevant. That can help you, right? So we can go in when we're submitting the application, upon receiving those documents, we reviewed it, we go in strong for you. So that's why we need to review it, as the ImmiBuddy team needs to look at it. So our goal in the future is to bring the university here directly, which we're already working on. And to show you that, I will show you something on this page now. So if you look at this, you see schools, right? So now we're already
at the screen. Good, we're good.
So if you look at the home page, you see schools. So we will release this today, and we'll tell them to request a demo. So we're pitching to them because we understand their pain points, because we're creating a portal for them as well, so that inside this platform, everything is resolved. But before the application goes to the school, we've done our due diligence to ensure that this application is good enough to at least secure the admission, right? And it goes to the school. And all this we're doing will not be paid for. So we don't ask you to pay us for it. Right?
You are not charging them for this.
We're not charging anyone for it. It is completely free.
I hope you guys are hearing that.
You're
using the ImmiBuddy. Okay, I got you. All the service you're providing, reviewing things, making sure they're documented. Okay.
So our goal is to make sure that we have a fast turnaround time, but diligent and quality review. That is very important to me, because one of the pain points is the university wants to have a complete and quality application, because they're looking for quality students, right? So we don't want to go to the school and the school is telling us that the passport is not properly scanned, and we're coming back to you. So our goal is to ensure that that is resolved at ImmiBuddy's admission team desk before it goes to the school. Right? So if you respond fast to the emails you'll be receiving, because once you create a case, it comes to your portal, you receive an email immediately that a case has been created, and you respond to it from your portal, you upload, you attend to that case, right? Let me see if I can create a case for this student right now. So let me go back here. Okay, so let me go to the admin page and create a case. So let me look at the student name. profile, Harry Joshua. So students,
Guys, as you're watching, drop your questions. We are about to take questions now. We'll go there very soon. Q&A, question and answer time. So keep your questions coming. If you haven't hit the like button, please do me a favor by hitting the like button. It helps a lot more people to find this video, and share them as well in your WhatsApp groups, your Telegram groups, your social media platforms. Nana Bafo, I can see you share the video. Thank you so much, brother, for sharing this video. Those of you who have hit the like button as well, I can see a lot of you hitting the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for doing that. All right. Subscribe as well if you're watching this wherever you're watching from. Please subscribe for more and more updates. Dr. Harrison, I know
yes,
you're creating a ticket there. Will it be possible to have you beyond just this interview we are doing? Will it be possible to have you a couple more times within maybe a month so we can discuss matters like immigration, visa refusals, why people are being refused, reviewing some cases and stuff like that? Is it possible we can do that?
Yes, of course, we can.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Keep your questions coming. I am monitoring. I'll be posting your questions to him as well. Okay, good. All right.
If you share that, I've created a case for that application.
Yes, I can see that.
So now the case has been created. So what happens here is that you have one open case. Click on to view it. So an email definitely has been sent to you. So if you click on it, you see that missing passport data page, right?
It will show that you are missing your passport data page. Okay.
Yeah. So when you click on it, you require for you to upload. So let's say you upload that and you submit the case. So when you submit this case, it goes to pending. So what it means is that we're yet to review it.
So you are literally making the job easier for the schools or the universities. Instead of doing back and forth with the students or rejecting the applications, you are basically taking the pain of making sure all these things have been checked before the universities come in and then make a decision.
That is correct. That is correct. Beautiful. So now this has been done. So of course it comes to us. Upon reviewing it and it's okay, we'll close the case and that will leave your platform of your portal immediately. So
I see. All right. Now this is currently the web page version of the app, this AI powered app that you've built with all your support terms. If somebody has a difficulty, sir, and maybe they want to reach and talk to a real person, they say you are very transparent, but it's also pretty difficult to sometimes get hold of you. On the website, is there a place where somebody can request for additional help if they want to talk to somebody and stuff like that? Is there any way that somebody can request that support?
Yes. If you share this, difficulty, I'll show you on this portal now.
Do you want me to bring the screen up?
Yeah, bring up. I'll show you now, right? So if you're on the portal, so you can see here help desk, right? So there's a support request here. So this, you can fill in your support request is 24/7. Upon receiving it, max 24 hours you've been replied to. But I'll tell you something. I'll just give you a little bit tip of what is coming. So we have a chat bots that we're training as well, like I mentioned, the immigration side. That is going to be floating here that can help you through it. And if you need to connect to someone live and chat with that person through that chat bot, you'll be connected to a live support as well. But that is coming in Q2. But now you can use it to send in your request and to be attended to immediately. Yes.
I got you. Thank you very much. Now, the mobile version of the app, when should we look forward to that?
Okay, so first of all, we're working on making mobile responsive as we have a lot of the portal and all that. But we'll be running it all by end of this month. We're already very halfway there. The landing page are all mobile responsive now. And by end of the month, we should have this portal completely mobile responsive on your mobile phone. Before we make it a full-blown iOS or Android app, it should be when we have all components completed. That is, immigration is there, flight, accommodation, admissions, communities all there. Then we'll make it full-blown mobile app for you to download from your app store. Yes.
Okay. And when you talk about a community, is it going to be like the way social media communities are and people are able to chat, drop comments here? Is that how you're building it?
Yes, so you can create a trend. So trend means that you have a question, you need someone to come help you out. You are facing a challenge generally on your immigration process, and you think you want to talk to someone that is maybe there. You put in your question, someone can just come in to help you answer that question, or you can just reply someone else, And what we're trying to do is that for those that are always responsive and helping people out, we're trying to create like a leadership kind of system whereby you be like a veteran, a mentor, or something like that. So that way, once you respond to people, people trust your word, because so far people have been reviewing and say the recommendation you gave to them worked out for them, blah blah blah. So from there, the system will pick that person to just crown that person for their efforts. And we have some juicy perks that will also come in for that, for such people, right? It won't be that you're just helping people for free. You might likely have credits towards advanced AI tool, or maybe ticketing, maybe discount on flight you get on the platform. Something will always come to you to keep you helping people on the platform. Yes.
Thank you. So about 2 or 3 months ago, a woman came to my church. She's from Nigeria, and she came to show me appreciation. And she said, Choco, your video fired me up. Me and my husband, we've been watching your videos, blah, blah, blah. When I came to Ghana, I said, I will not, my spirit is not going to be at peace if I don't come and say thank you. So she came, and then she mentioned your name and said you played a key role in helping. And she spoke highly of you, your professionalism, your transparency, and all of that. Hopefully one day we can get that woman as well on board to share. Now, if people want to reach out to you beyond ImmiBuddy, maybe those that have real help, they need help, how to submit a visa application, how to overcome a refusal they've dealt with, like Joy's case and stuff like that. Briefly talk about how they can get hold of you. I know the information is on the screen, but I just want you to briefly touch on that.
So if you need a consultant, like what Joy for Joy, like what happened to Joy, Joy's case, in for instance, it's Ray Immigration. So rayimmigration.com. So it's RAEIMMIGRATION.com. So Ray, RAE immigration, one word.com. So from there you can book a consultation, or you fill the contact us form. However, if you use the word Ray Immigration on all our social media platform, it's the same name, username, Ray Immigration on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, name it. You find us there, right? And if you need me to attend to you immediately, and you want to reach out to me, you need urgent help, booking a consultation is the best way. However, I always create time for 5 minutes quick call with people that just write me on WhatsApp, as time is very important to me. So I don't just take any calls, but if you reach out to me, I'll send you a message, I'll call you briefly for 5 minutes. So the number is +1 825 431 2277. We're going to put it on the comment section as well. So that is our official WhatsApp number for immigration. And guess what? It's been handled by me. The social media platform, our team is the one that look into it. So that WhatsApp number is for those I call clients. So if on this platform, for you to be on this platform, anyone that reached out to me on that WhatsApp number, I'm going to give you free consultation. So you see from Shoko Live, right? So what it means is that you have a 30 minutes free time with me, right? So if you reach out to me on that WhatsApp, or you go to any of our socials and say you were live on Shoko Millennials platform when we came live, we're going to book an appointment with you to have a chat with you for free for 30 minutes. Yes.
Did you hear that, people? You people should be dropping me flowers. So you are getting free 30-minute consultation, free, if you mention Choco Live. So those of you who are not watching this video, you missed out on that. Those of you who are watching, make sure you hit the like buttons as well. I can see all your likes, subscriptions, and stuff like that. And then make sure you follow them on YouTube. They're also on YouTube and social media. They are on Instagram as well. Look for Ray Immigration and reach out to them. Remember, we've discussed 2 things today. ImmiBuddy, which is the platform they are building to help you find your school, supply, your accommodation, your tickets, and all of that. If you have difficulty, that is ImmiBuddy for you. ImmiBuddy helps you to find your schools, especially some of you who don't have money to pay application fees and stuff like that. You can actually get all of that done through the ImmiBuddy platform. And then there are people who need more than just admission. They need some assistance, guidance. How do I apply for the visa? How do I make sure everything is in the right? Maybe you need a real immigration consultation. You can reach out to Ray Immigration, which is their consulting side as well. Himself and then the whole team, Moses' wife, his own wife as well, Dr. Harrison's wife, who I believe is also a key member here. They are ready to assist you. Dr. Harrison, is your wife there? So we can also say, I like saying hello to our wives who work behind the scenes, cybersecurity background.
Yes, let me Yeah,
Stacey?
she's been here. Yeah, she's here. So
Good,
she's
good.
not with me. She's joining with her assistant, but let me tell her to, so you can bring her live. And just
Yo.
a moment, please. Just
All
a
right,
bit.
thank you. Let me talk to Moses's wife. Madam, a message to people who are watching now. What will you tell them? Any message regarding Ray and ImmiBuddy? What bet me I can train, so just to invite, but just make sure you speak the English so that our non-Ghanaians don't come for you. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay, nti say as some Americans say immigration rules a change the biara esisa nti you don't want usikasem ebe basa because ebimu have borrowed the money. It's not even from them. Quick, they need to pay. So if you want to do it right, you need to get the right people to help you, not because I'm working there. ImmiBuddy platform is free. So just that a BIMO, to even get to the application, the money they are going to pay for an agent can even pay even a semester or a term fee. So ImmiBuddy is here to make life easy for everybody, making global education accessible to all, irrespective of whether, because some people are brilliant, they can get scholarship without even paying. So come to ImmiBuddy, do the process yourself. Why from step by step process will guide you to complete the application, get your school, then you get your scholarship. Voila, you don't have to pay anything to come to Canada. You don't have to pay. You can do it wherever you are. It's seamless, it's free. The process is very easy. It's very easy. Just go to the website. One step-by-step process will guide you to fill the form, to complete your application, get your school, pay your fees if there is an application fee. If there is not, then you are good to go. So I feel that this is a platform that is here to help a whole lot of people, a whole lot, irrespective of whether you're an African, because it's global.
So this is not just for Africans, it's for
No,
everybody.
not just for Africa, it's for everybody.
India,
Who wants
South
to
Korea,
travel and study in Canada? Yes, it's for everybody.
for everybody.
So that is my message for everybody.
Yo, so that is the wife of Moses, who is currently doing a master's. Moses came to Canada on a visitor's visa and transitioned or changed his status from a visitor's visa to a master's study permit. And thanks to the wife who discovered my videos, kickstarted, and then convinced him, you better make sure you know who you are married, because some wives can convince you to do things. This is one of them. Moses, your wife spoke 3 languages. She said voila in French. She spoke Cree. She spoke English. Now, you are from Akwa Ibom. Is that correct? Did I get you right? Akwa Ibom?
Yes.
Okay. You can speak your own native to balance the equation and then talk to people. Go ahead, Moses. Over to you.
I think I'll use our official Pidgin language to communicate to the global, to all 36, local governments or states in Nigeria. So my people, I salute you now. The latest thing we don't enter town, now ImmiBuddy. I mean, anything where you want to, as long as say you don't decide, say, whether not jackpot, you want jackpot, especially for the right reason. Maybe say you won't go school, you won't go ensure say you get the right education. Obviously, we don't get better education for Nigeria, but at least for you to open your mind to other new technologies we don't they enter already. My advice for now be say, make una just go straight to una computer, just type the web page www.immibuddy.com. Just follow the process. The process na easy one. This one not be something where you go queue, say you won't go buy what you. No. This one not be say they go queue to buy cocoa. No. This one I say na very easy one. Just type the web page. Just as you enter, the whole system go take you step by step. Very easy. You could just submit all your documents. When you accept them, the system will accept you. And so you could just get your letter of acceptance. And so you go show this side, go meet me. And so we go dey do things step by step, and all the way from start to finish, you know, will get any issue. And for any reason where you get any issue, ImmiBuddy there for you. ImmiBuddy pay for you to help you throughout the process. You no go sweat. Your money no go loss. Everything will help you all the way. I salute you now.
Moses. Thank you so much. And guess what? Moses has been giving support to the community of and students here. He's created all kinds of groups. He's online, actively helping. Moses, you yourself, you got your driver's license and you were sharing your experience, how videos helped you here and there to get, you have your Canadian driver's license, you got a job already, you were working, and then you were helping other students who are also new in the country and all of that. So it's not just about applying to come, that support. ImmiBuddy is also providing that support as well, right?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Moses, thank you so much and enjoy your Ghana jollof there, all right? Yeah. What he didn't say is that once you apply, you can buy Ghana jollof, just like he bought his own. Okay. All right. Let me bring Dr. Harrison here. Hello. I can see you have somebody on your side, Dr. Harrison.
Yes.
You can do the introduction, Doc.
All right. So this is my, should I call her my sweetest? She's my wife, and she's the brain behind ImmiBuddy. So her name is Rihanna Tigiri. She's a cybersecurity specialist, a manager at that as we speak. And she has also been through international student parts as well. She studied University of Southampton, Master Cybersecurity and BSc Management Information Systems. And she's been working for quite some 5 years plus now as a cybersecurity consultant. So she's here with me and she's going to share a story as well.
Madam Cybersecurity, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's so good.
Now that you joined, we are more safe online now.
Yes.
We are more safe online. Thanks for joining.
That's the goal.
So you are the brain behind ImmiBuddy, the tech and all of that, putting the best of team together to create this and all that. What's the future like for ImmiBuddy?
I think the future is great. And I always say one thing I love about ImmiBuddy is, the fact that it's free and it's basically a self-help, right? Like I have a lot of people always reach out to me and say, they are confused on how to go about, even just like courses, what to study, how to go about it. And there's a lot of misinformation out there online. You hear one thing here, you hear one thing somewhere else, and you don't know where to go about it. But ImmiBuddy is more of like an all-in-one hub where you can find all of that. And another thing that I love about ImmiBuddy is the fact that, going forward, there's going to be a community. So, if you need anybody, say you're going to this particular university and maybe you need to make friends or connections with other people, that is there, because I understand the importance of going to a new location and, having to be alone and at least just find some support with other people. So that's going to be part of it. We're also bringing, like accommodation, flights in the latest, the versions to come. So I would say the future is very bright and I'm very excited about ImmiBuddy. And I really hope that, everybody else can see the vision and also, go ahead to apply. And so, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and I'm really happy that this launch has happened today.
Amazing. As somebody who was an international student, you came in as a student, right?
I studied in my master's in the UK, and then my husband and I relocated from Turkey as permanent residents. Yeah.
Okay, to Canada.
Yes, to Canada.
And then you are here helping international students to find their food and stuff like that.
Yes, we understand the struggle from somebody that has been in Europe and then, in just different locations or different countries and then finally settling here. I understand the confusion, how it's very tasking, it's like starting all over again. And that guidance is definitely helpful. And I would say this because when we were doing our own, application and trying to relocate, there was not that much information. There was nobody guiding us. There was no platform that, could advise you and then you could just do everything at once. It's like picking information from different sites and, different locations. But so that was where the vision started that, if we can have somewhere that you just go to and provide and it has all the help, all the support, everything that you need, that would be a great one to have. So that's basically where ImmiBuddy started from.
Thank you. So people have said that your husband goes above and beyond to help his clients, making sure that they get the best of services and results as well. when you sit back and you watch the number of lives that have been touched, courtesy of what he is doing, or with your support and all of that, how does it feel?
It feels really great. I'm not going to lie to you, and I definitely see the difference because um, when he started his career as a data scientist, he was doing well and all of that, but I could see that there was no spark in his eyes. Like he was not happy. It was basically just I'm opening my laptop, doing this thing, and that's it. But like he has this serious passion for like helping people, and especially when it comes to like them relocating, providing advice, what to study in terms of career and the likes of that. And it's really amazing to watch because he lives, breathes, thinks about re-immigration, anybody helping people. A lot of times, would just be out having a conversation, and he'll talk about, oh, I need to do this for this certain client, or I need to do this for somebody else or something. So he really takes it seriously, and I see how much he goes over and beyond to help people. So I'm really glad that at least everybody else that he has worked with has seen it. And yeah, it's his dream, and I'm always here to support him however it is that I can. So yeah.
Thank you. Agents have a message for you. They say they are not happy that you inspired the husband to build something like this that is going to destroy lives and take their jobs away from them. This money really they make on the side, they are not happy with you. Are you prepared? They say they are not happy with what you and your husband are doing. Are you prepared?
I mean, we're out here helping people as much as we can, right? Like the whole idea is be able to do it yourself, and we're here to advise, we're here to support. So, that's literally it. So I'm pretty sure everybody will be fine somehow.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Q&A time, guys. Keep your questions coming. Choco Millennial Live with ImmiBuddy and re-immigration. All right. Yes.
I want to add that I'm not just the one that helps people. My wife mentors ladies that are venturing into cybersecurity. She's been doing it now for a year plus. She's doing it at the highest level. She's mentoring for women in cybersecurity. And she's helping a lot of ladies or young ladies that are thinking of pivoting or changing their career from anywhere to cybersecurity. And she's been doing that, and that is something I've seen so much. And that is why anybody has a job site. That is something that we're bringing in, right? To offer free mentorship to people that want to move to tech. You don't need to stress yourself for these things. Yeah, people are doing it for free. We have the connection with friends and resources that have been there, that have the experience, and they're willing to share. Yes.
Okay, Mrs. Rihanna, will it be a good thing to have you on board in the future so we can discuss career pathways and stuff for people who want to probably look into some of these areas? Will that be something you'd like to do?
Yes, definitely. I'm definitely open for that. I help people because I get a lot of young women coming to reach me to say they want to transition into cybersecurity. How can they go about it? And honestly, for everybody that I've mentored, like they've either gotten internships or full-time roles, because again, the tech market is not very friendly to our gender, right? And so women automatically feel like, oh, this is a male-dominated field. How can I get in? I've never been in tech. I don't even know anything about it. And so I like to provide, that free service to just guide you, provide mentorship, however it is that, you need help in. So yeah, 100% open to, having more conversations about it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam Rihanna or Mrs. Rihanna Chiguri. So, well, that takes us straight into our Q&A. She is ready to mentor as many of you as possible. She's been doing privately. Hopefully we bring her on board again to have that conversation in the future. Let's go into the Q&A. If you have questions, drop them. Remember today, by just watching this video, you earn yourself a free immigration consultation, 30 minutes with Dr. Harrison. All you have to do is to reference this video and say Choco Live or Choco's live video, and you will unlock that particular opportunity to connect with them for them to review your situation there. All right, keep your questions coming. I will be going through some of your questions here. We have just a few minutes to do that before we wrap up here. Let's go to the first question here. by the way, I got a gift. So you mail something to me. There is a package here that came from ImmiBuddy. And then I opened it and I realized that one of the things that is in is this, right? So thank you so much for sending me this. I probably should rock it as we are doing this video. Let's take the first question here, all right? All right, so first question is from, if somebody can read it, maybe Moses or anybody can read our question there. There's a question on the screen, if you can see that. Please keep your questions coming. Q&A time.
I can read it.
Yes, on the screen. Yeah, you can read it.
Is the agency only involved with study visa? What about PR pathways for in-Canada persons?
And that question came from?
Reginald Obuabu.
Reginald Obuabu has a question. Is the agency only involved with study visa? What about PR pathways for in-Canada persons? So what about other pathways? PR folks, people who need help in that area. Probably, let me also chip in, people who need help with work permits or other areas. Visitor's visa, that's a valid question there. Would somebody like to take that question, please?
Okay, so I'm going to answer that. So basically, re-immigration, from the word immigration, we handled everything and anything, immigration and citizenship law. So I will also let you know that with my license, I can even go for refugee board for a tribunal case for a client. Now, however, our practice covers permanent residency as well. And I will tell you something, if you're a student in Canada, let's assume, or you're in Canada, with our immigration platform we're releasing, it can guide you to also process with the PR. So what is coming on board there is you can calculate and check your eligibility for your CRS score, compare with any province to see if you're qualified to apply, and look through what's, of course, the category base that has just been released to see if your career is in line with any one of them. And just a tip of the iceberg that also coming, help you prepare to take your language score as well. A lot is coming from this platform, but other than that, with re-immigration, we also take those that are already in Canada or outside Canada that they think that they have a chance or a shot for the PR process. You book a consultation with us, and I'll walk through your profile. Of course, see if one, you have the work experience required. As PRO, we already know the 6 category base: age, education, work, adaptation, language, and the rest. So if we check and see that you need the minimum 67 out of 100, and we feel that you stand a chance based on any of this category, based on your career, of course, why not? We'll take you and walk you through the process.
Thank you very much for that answer there. And you can see how they are so in sync on the screen. The support, their YouTube channel has already responded to that. I've displayed it there. ImmiBuddy's YouTube channel. You can find them on YouTube. Just look for ImmiBuddy on YouTube, and then follow them and subscribe to their YouTube channel. There is a response there at Reginald Obuagu. Check out Ray Immigration Consulting for PR, which is basically confirming what you just heard from Dr. Harrison. Now, next question will come from Uloma Okumado Jibuaku.
So the question is,
somebody can read this. Maybe Moses, you can take this.
Yeah. So the question from Uloma says, can someone who already has an admission with a school that is not among of schools that ImmiBuddy works with contact them?
Okay, so let me answer that again. It's a yes. Now, by Q2, the immigration is coming out. So we're doing a pilot project to test our core technology on study permits. So let's say, Uloma, you've got admission already, right? So you can create an account and use the immigration portal that, of course, you already logged in, to go through the eligibility process and see if with your documentation, what you have, you are ready or you are prepared for the study permit process. Now, let's say that you don't want to do that, but you need a consultant or a lawyer to assist you. Re-immigration is also here. Reach out to us. Like I mentioned, if you've got admission already and you're ready to go, we're ready to take you for 30 minutes free consultation, just to understand your profile, right? And ensure that you're prepared for the study permit. We're not going to charge you. We're just going to advise you based on what you have, and that's it. Yes.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Chiguru, you can take the next question on the screen.
Hello, Choco. Does age affect admission for a master's program? Please, I really want to come to Canada with my only child, a son. This is coming from Mommy D.
Mommy D, thank you for your question. Let's get some answers there.
Okay, so age does not. As a matter of fact, we got admission for someone that is 57 years for a college program. It surprised you, right?
50
And
what?
57 actually.
Okay.
So for a college program. And one thing I always tell people is that even though you have a study gap, there's always a reason. What have you been doing? Right? Have you been working or have you been exploring other options? State it as it is. Don't come up with something that is not true. Right? Your letter of intent will go straight to the school and they will read it and understand why the study gap. Now, if your age, I assume that you got a BSc degree and maybe 20 years or 10 years after that you've been working or something else, whatever it is, work on your CV. So I read something on LinkedIn and someone had a work gap and was doing this and that, and you'll be surprised that's what the person wrote, and he explained what is this and that. And when he explained it, he got a job with Deloitte. So let's say, for instance, you're able to explain what you were exploring, even though you're not working full time, but you were exploring something, right? You're doing something, even though you're a homekeeper. Let's assume for that. Let's say you just won't take care of your son. State it as it is. If it is in line with what you're applying for, they're going to accept you. And of course, you can come with your relation. I'll tell you that we've done for several clients that they are just alone, not no spouse, and they got the visa even applying with the child, and they came to Canada so together. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Moses. Mrs. Moses, you can take that one. Ghana Jollof.
What about those who want work permit visa without studying in Canada?
Okay, so this is a very interesting question. I always caution even my team every time when they are responding to people about this. When you say work permit, I ask one question first. Have you applied for a job? Have you been interviewed? There are a lot of news or rumors that have been out there that people have been scammed due to this whole work permit or work package, as they call it. Now, you can't go for a work permit when you don't have a job offer, when you have not even been reached out to by the company itself, right? This is how Canada works. Just a quick one. For you to apply for work permit, there's what called Labor Market Impact Assessment, which is LMIA. The organization that is coming for you have requested that they need somebody outside of Canada that can, and they couldn't find anybody in Canada. Therefore, they are going outside of Canada to request for someone. And you applied, and you got interviewed, and you got the job. Of course, and in most cases, it's interesting to know that the organization will work with a consultant in-house or a lawyer to do your work permit for you, and you don't have to pay. On the other hand, they will request for you to get someone, and I've worked with an organization in a way that they told the client to get someone since they've been employed organically without paying a penny. And we worked with the organization with the client that they got their work permit and they are on their way to get the PR right now.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for making time. Wow, how time flies. We've been on for how many hours now so far? Let me just check. 2 hours, isn't it? I started with my red Canada sweatshirt. But right now, you see how things are looking right now, right? Thanks to ImmiBuddy, I have my sweatshirt here, which I'm gonna rock, and then I have this one. Thank you so much, guys, for sending this package to me. I really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for keeping your questions in. I can see one more here. Probably I should take just one more, and then we will wrap this up, okay? So this one is from Solomon Frimpong. Chokwe, again, I'm a police officer in Ghana. Is there any work I can apply for from here that will have something to do with my experience? So this one is also work related. I imagine you've technically answered that question when you addressed the work one, isn't it?
Yes, but one thing I would say is that Immigration is not a recruitment agency, right? I always tell people that first thing, LinkedIn is your best source of resource, right? There are a lot of platforms that you can go prepare your resume and start applying. What we do is when you've got the job offer, you come to us or the company come to us. We don't take clients that are looking for job.
Okay, all right, thank you there. On the screen, Mommy D has a follow-up. Can I create an express entry profile and still apply for admission same time? Can the two run concurrently?
That is absolutely correct. We had a client that we actually took the client in for a settlement pack. I hate the word package, but the settlement service. That means they're coming in as a PRO because we've evaluated their profile. They see they can have a PRO chance, and they came in as a student. So we have that profile created, and we work on their study permit, and we apply for the study permit. Now I know you'll be thinking, do I intend, right? So this is something. Permanent residency process from the Federal Skilled Worker Program is if you are qualified, you should apply. However, if you have intention to come in to study in Canada, please go ahead. That doesn't stop for having your profile. in any way. Yes.
Thank you so much. Reginald, you are back again. Awesome. Kindly drop the WhatsApp number. Again, I'm reaching out to SAP and Choco. My relocation to Canada was by your guidance. I am your lawyer follower. One love. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that from Reginald Ogbuagu. I think he's asking for the WhatsApp number that you provided earlier, so he can reach us. So if that number can be blasted, if your YouTube admin can also probably put it in the comment section, I can also probably just target in there for people to watch. Okay. Godly Family has a question. What of financial aids? I think we already covered that when he showed the over 400 plus programs and stuff like that. There were some of the programs that have scholarship in place, some of them don't have. So you probably will have to take your time and go through a bunch of programs on the ImmiBuddy website and see which one will be for you in terms of scholarship packages and stuff like that. Does it answer the question, Dr. Harrison?
Okay.
This question coming from Godly Family TV.
It does, yes. But I always like for people to make a clarity on their question. What of financial aid? It could mean two things. Is it regarding to study or is it regarding to what exactly, right? So but as we're discussing the topic, yes, it does answer the questions.
All right. So people, you guys have waited till I'm about to wrap up and you are now dropping all the questions. I know verse you. Okay, let me just take this one from Mrs. Chigru. If you can take this one for me. Yeah.
This is from Adeshola Blessing Olu Muyiwa. Please, the schools on your list, are they offering masters in public health, fully funded program?
Okay, good question, right? With fully funded programs, we need to be very clear on that, right? So when it comes to postgraduate, we have two types of masters. We have the research-based masters, which leads to PhD. We have the course-based masters. Now, most schools in Canada, there are opportunities for a fully funded program, but however, in most cases, it's research-based. And that means you need a supervisor that has a grant, and then you apply for that, right? But what we have on our list right now, we don't have a fully funded program. Though public health is not there yet, but we're working with partner institutions that were signing on board to bring in public health. Yes.
Thank you so much for that one there. And that will come from Adebayo Abimbola Stevens. A nice one. God bless you. I think that's how we end it, isn't it? Thank you so much, guys, for sticking with us. Final words, Dr. Harrison and your wife, and then I'll come to Moses, who is a beneficiary of your services as well. Let's go to Dr. Harrison.
All right. We've said a lot today. I would say that we've gone through the process. We understand the pain, and we'll be able to build a tool that can help you avoid the pain. Come on board. We're willing to take you. I myself, for anyone that signed up for this 1 year, I told my team that I'm going to set up a meeting one-on-one to just speak to you to welcome you on board. That way you get to meet me, ask any question you have that is burning, and we can help you achieve your dream of studying abroad. So remember, we're making global education accessible to all. Thank you.
Thank you. Moses and your wife. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Choco, for having us. And I would say for my study permits and all my study visa, it took about 15 days, 15 working days for me to get that. And from the moment I met Dr. Harrison up until date, it has always been a wow experience with me. And my family and myself, we are totally 100% grateful for all the professional experience that we've had with him. And any day, any time, what section of time it is in your time zone, you can always reach out to me. He's a wonderful human being. He's a wonderful soul. He will attend to you professionally, and you never, ever have any need for any time you have spent in regards to time or finances with him. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Moses. God bless you guys for watching this video. Really appreciate sticking around. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't done that already. Subscribe as well for more updates, and blast this video and share it. Okay, wherever platform you watch it. Also go on Instagram and look for Ray Immigration. Follow them. Make sure you also visit the ImmiBuddy website. In the next quarter, they will be rolling out the mobile version. Create an account, start a process. If you find a free admission, free program, apply for it, submit your documents, and let's take it one step at a time. I look forward to bringing you more conversations with the guys at ImmiBuddy and Ray Immigration. See you on the other side. Bye-bye.